Hello, welcome to Epilogue. Epilogue is actually designed as a platform for language and discussions related to that. Hope you will encourage us by adding your valuable suggestions. Today, in this episode, we are going to watch a video presentation based on a speech of Christine Lagarde. This speech is actually prescribed for our higher secondary students and added to their English syllabus under the unit title The Flights of Freedom. I hope this video will help our students to understand the chapter more better. Now let's watch the video. We have a great legacy of strong womanhood even from our Vedic period onwards. But gradually, somehow during our journey to development, we lost that glorious models, and a few among us, at least half of our population, got stranded inside the four walls, and they are struggling for existence and their own identity. We may have heard this statement: a woman must have money and a room of her own if she is to write fiction. This is a very famous statement made by the English writer Virginia Woolf in one of her works. The statement connotates the necessity of empowering women, which is a very significant topic even in this 21st century. Christine Lagarde often addresses this topic in her speeches, and I think she is a right person who can talk about this topic in an authoritative manner, because as we all know, she is a renowned French politician and lawyer. She is also the first woman to become the head of the IMF and to become the first finance minister of G8 economy. Ms. Lagarde, in her speech titled The 3 L's of Empowerment, delivered at National Democratic Institute, Washington, D.C. on 19th May 2014, also addresses this issue of women empowerment. Ms. Lagarde was born in Paris and had her master's in English, labor law and social law. The Financial Times has ranked her the best finance minister of Eurozone. The famous Forbes magazine has ranked her second in the 100 most powerful women list. Ms. Lagarde was interviewed in a documentary titled Inside Job, which later won the Academy Award for Best Documentary Feature. Ms. Lagarde is of the opinion that women constitute half of the world's population, but they contribute far less than 50% of economic activity. In the case of some countries, their per capita income lags significantly because women are denied opportunity. This highlights the significance of the unseen correlation between women empowerment and a country's economic growth. Ms. Lagarde, in her speech, highlights 3 different methods for empowering women. She calls it as the 3 L's. They are learning, labor, and leadership. Learning, as Ms. Lagarde says, is a fundamental means to bring any desired change in society. Learning helps the woman to break the bondages to liberate themselves. Labor, the second key for empowerment, helps a woman to flourish and achieve her true potential. Along with discussing different methods of empowerment, Ms. Lagarde also highlights some of the issues that women have to encounter in her workplaces. They are low status, low payment, and low security jobs. Apart from this, we know that women often have to face so many physical and mental abuses, even from her family and from the society. Ms. Lagarde, along with the issues, discusses some of the remedies that we can implement to empower our women. The first one is the equal pay for equal work, which we can make use of in our workplaces. Now the second one is that we can make changes in our existing property and inheritance laws. Now the third one is that we can introduce more policies on education and healthcare. And the fourth one is that the organizations can provide more financial credits to the ventures headed by women, thereby encouraging them to participate in the economic growth of the country. Now the third L is leadership. This enables a woman to raise and fulfill the inborn abilities and talents. Unfortunately, very few women are lucky enough to reach this stage of empowerment. Women must be confident to step out their comfort zones to reach this level of empowerment. Ms. Lagarde, in her speech, highlights some of the qualities that we can encounter in the decisions made by women as leaders. They are consensus building, compassion, inclusion, and long-term sustainability. Countries across the world have now realized the urgency of the situation, and they are undertaking measures to ensure the participation of women in their countries. In 2015, United Nations has passed a resolution to celebrate February 11 as International Day of Women and Girls in Science. UN has done this with an aim to promote gender equality in STEM fields and to make science accessible to women and girls and ensure their participation. Various surveys nowadays say that even though women are qualified and talented, they are often unable to achieve the success to an extent that men had achieved in the STEM fields. This is very evident in the case of the Nobel laureates in science, especially in the case of women from 1901 to 2019, which lags very significantly less compared to the men. This is a proud moment that we celebrated our National Science Day with the theme Women in Science. This is actually an honor to the women in science fields who are bold enough to follow their passions. We have a long list of women in front of us. Just as Christine Lagarde says, if we tell the difference will deliver. That is an absolute truth.